Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautoresto.com. I'd like to share with you a brief update. Previously we shared with you where we had the shell of a 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. We unloaded it out of our client's trailer. We had it on a portable dolly, and we just basically did a very brief introduction on this is an upcoming project that we're going to be working on. So our client has the frame and the engine and the whole chassis, and he brought us all of the body panels and parts. So everything's going to need quite a bit of work. So they were working on the chassis, the engine, and the transmission. And what they would like to do is have this first section, which I'm going to share with you in a moment, which is the front gas tank, dashboard, and basically front firewall all in one. So what we've done is we've mixed the paint, we've matched, and we have the exact recipe for the correct color for this 28 Ford Roadster. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the body work and paint work on this front section, and then it's going to go to our client. He's going to use this to continue with the mock-up and to start and run the chassis and make sure that the engine runs fine and the gears operate as they should. So normally we would do all of the different body panels together at the same time, but in this case, for convenience, we've done this front cowl section. So when we got this front cowl, it's gas tank, dashboard, and firewall all in one unit. So basically what we did is we received it with a red oxide primer on it just to keep it from rusting. So we sanded it down to bare metal, and then we applied a black two-part epoxy to seal it, and then we used a gray high build primer, and we applied 3 coats of high build primer, and we began to block sand and sand all the different areas. So now that we've gone all the way from 120 grit all the way to final 400 grit. We're almost getting ready to, you can see where we had it hanging, we're almost getting ready to hang it up again to do our final cleaning and sanding, and then it'll be ready for paint. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint it in 2 different sections. We're basically going to mask the outside of it. We're going to paint the whole inside. So this is our dash face here, and we have our gas gauge and then our speedo sets in the center here, and then this is the actual face of the dash that you see with the grooves, and then this obviously is down below the dash, and this is where the steering column comes through. So we've done more body work than they would have done on a 1928 Ford, because generally they didn't finish or smooth off the bottom side of the dash and didn't do the detail work that we're doing here, but our client wants it painted correctly and to look nice for many years. So we want to make sure it's all coated with paint properly. And then I think if I tilt this the other way, you'll see the front. So this is our front section. So this would be the firewall. This lower section here that you see these holes, this part bolts to the lower part of the body, and then this becomes the upper section of the firewall, and then there's a lower section on the body, and then we have obviously our grommets and our latches. So quite a bit of sanding. It doesn't look like much when you're looking at it, but there's a lot of grooves and divots and seams, so we wanted to make sure that we get the body right. There is a few little dings and dents, and we're able to use some smoother just to get the imperfections out. So we've got one more sand to do, which would be the equivalent of 600 grit, and then we have the custom paint, which is an exact match for the 1928. And then in our next video, what we'll do is we'll share with you with this whole cowl, dash, and gas tank painted before it goes to the client. So this is a brief update. This is for the 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautoresto.com.